Hello, my name is Dennis Shepherd and I'm a Buddhist meditator, and I have been a regular meditator for the past 40 years. Over the past 5 years I've been writing poetry to try and capture the essence of what it is to be with the stillness of the present moment. The radiance and beauty experienced, along with the truth of what is there, is very difficult to put into words, and poetry seems to be the best way to communicate it. Today I'm going to share a poem called Perception. It is a poem inspired by a recent book I read about oral cultures and the relationship these cultures have developed with the earth. Theirs is a two-way conversation with a literal living earth, and the perception they form is, I believe, quite helpful to wise understanding. It is a perception that sees us as a dynamic part of all things. The earth speaks to us and we bring it into existence. It exists because of us. The universe, with all of its beings, including us, is submerged in a sea of consciousness, and this conditions our mind and our thinking to bring about this perception. The movement of our mind conditions perception, then feelings, and finally the material form, including our bodies. All of it is embedded in this conscious universe. This poem explores the loss of connection with this truth, and the reconnection that happens in the perfection of this present moment. Again, this poem is called Perception. The world is really a literal place, an ideal mirror for me to embrace, almost understandable in the still of mind, but then movement befuddles to keep me blind. Locked in a dance to extract my desires, reciprocal world gives me what is required. Worldly passions delivered through my flesh keep me grasping and continually enmeshed. Such is the spell of the sensuous form, me and the earth, a relationship born, perception that dances, giving and taking, a language in harmony that leaves me lost in the making. A delusion of separateness clouds my senses, my intellect steps in to fuel egoistic pretences, emotions reinforced to create a belief that seems balanced, doubtful perception without a truthful balance. My ignorance drives me, undermining my connection, powerful intellect that distorts my reflection, becoming lost from the world and its parts, unbalanced desire calling out for its heart. My mind stream charged with differentiated views, and my personal story just seems to cruise, but my subconscious is lost from a mindful gaze, ready to be hypnotised by the next trendy phrase. But the ambition for truth is a powerful drive that works with contentment to bring alive a direction that leads to suffering's end, where energies can balance and life can transcend. I work to bring my head and heart together, emotions and intellect working to measure, clarifying my needs and testing desires. Am I really getting what I require? But when stillness appears, it is clear and precise, bringing relief to my worldview without giving advice, showing me a simple and wise way to be, and a knowledge that this pathway will set me free. But my conditioning has always been filled with desire, flesh born from the earth with its passionate fire. Accepting this reality must be my place to start, animal existence filled with godlike art. And when death comes along and the body returns to the flow, with all of its learning for the mind stream to know, the balances at hand will likely condition new life with all its uncertainties and attendant strife. The world is really a literal place, an ideal mirror for me to embrace, almost understandable in the still of mind, but then movement befuddles to keep me blind. But then my ability to reflect and see more than myself shows my mind stream is connected into the universe itself, with reciprocal perception moving to give everything form, the spell of the sensuous making us all perform. This human existence provides a wonderful reflection, with just enough clarity to provide a truthful direction, penetrating into nature's secrets to see how I fit in, with stillness the carrier of the wisdom to bring. My mind stream is seen flowing through the stillness blind. This conscious space, the first and last movement of mind, this too can finish, should the potential allow, and bring the universe to truth in this moment called now. The world is really a literal place, an ideal mirror for me to embrace, almost understandable in the still of mind, but when all movement balances, the state is sublime.